Still playing with your little investments? My wife's father, the CEO, laughed at Thanksgiving. Everyone smirked. I continued eating. Then his assistant burst in, "Sir, your major shareholder just sold $250 million in shares." Welcome to Betrayal Broadcast, where love turns to lies and revenge writes the final chapter. I felt the vibration in my pocket before the laughter even started. A message, one line, sent from a number I knew too well. You deserve the truth. No name, no explanation, just a picture attached. A blurred shot of my wife leaning too close to her father's assistant. His hand on her waist. Her smile, the one she didn't use with me anymore. I kept my face blank. The Thanksgiving table glowed warm, but the people around it were ice. Her father, the CEO, lifted his glass, watching me the way a judge watches a man who doesn't know he's already convicted. I opened the message again. Let the image burn into me. But I didn't react. Storm inside, stillness outside. And then he smirked. "Still playing with your little investments?" he asked, loud enough for everyone to hear. A few cousins snickered. My wife looked down. Her fork trembled. I just kept chewing, as if I hadn't already started calculating. The message stayed open in my palm like a quiet confession. I watched her, every blink, every shift, every breath that wasn't meant for me. Little details I'd ignored before suddenly sharpened. Her late meetings, her sudden need for space, the perfume that wasn't hers, the assistant who always left the room when I entered. Pieces sliding into place like a lock turning. I didn't accuse her, didn't speak, didn't even look at her long enough to let her know I knew. I just started noticing. Her passwords synced to the cloud. Her calendar, different on her phone than on her laptop. Her credit card statement with 2 dinners she never mentioned. And the assistant's name appearing like a stain across several dates. Each clue tightened the air in my lungs, but I kept breathing slow. Calm first, fire later. I ordered the DNA kit quietly. Not because I questioned my son, but because the thought had whispered itself into my skull and refused to leave. When the results confirmed he was mine, something cold in me settled. Good. The revenge would be clean. I gathered everything. Screenshots, statements, messages she forgot to delete. Laid it all out in a folder so neat it looked like a report prepared for a board meeting. I didn't open it for days, just waited. Waited for the right moment. The moment came wrapped inside her father's arrogance. Thanksgiving night. Dessert barely touched the table. He leaned back, full of his own power. "My daughter deserves a man with real money," he said softly, as if he were giving me a blessing. I sipped my water, didn't blink, didn't respond. And then the door burst open. His assistant, the same one from the picture, pale, sweating, shaking. "Sir, your major shareholder just sold $250 million in shares. The board is calling. The stock is plummeting." The room froze. Her father's smile collapsed. His hands trembled as he reached for his phone. My wife's breath caught in her throat. Only I remained still, because I already knew. Because I was the one who convinced the shareholder to sell. Because the folder sitting at home didn't just hold proof of infidelity, it held proof that her father's assistant, a married man, was having an affair with the CEO's daughter. An affair that would destroy the company's reputation once leaked. And I had leaked it, precisely 30 minutes earlier. Her father looked at me now, panicked, searching for footing. "Did you know about this?" he whispered. I finally lifted my eyes. Calm, empty, cold. "I've known about many things," I said. I stood, placed my napkin on the table, and looked directly at my wife. "You should tell him," I said, "before the board finds out from someone else." Her face drained of color. The assistant stumbled back. Her father's mouth shook like he couldn't decide whether to scream or beg. I walked out before any of them could speak. Outside, the air was sharp, quiet, clean. For the first time in months, my thoughts didn't feel like broken glass. They felt aligned, balanced. I didn't destroy them out of rage. I destroyed them because they never believed I could. They mistook silence for weakness. They forgot the rule I live by. I never raise my voice. I simply remove myself from the noise. And as the door closed behind me, I knew one thing with brutal certainty. I hadn't lost anything tonight. I had only let them watch themselves fall. Quietly, perfectly, deservingly. Every lie, every betrayal meets its end here. You've just seen what happens when karma strikes back. If this story hit you hard, like, share, and comment your thoughts below. And don't forget to subscribe, because the next Betrayal broadcast is coming soon.